Hey my dudes, this is a day in my life as a baker working from home. Friday is mini cake day. I took out all my mini cake molds and brushed them with pan release. I've been getting a lot of questions about these molds, so to quickly answer my most frequent ones, the molds are from Fat Daddios, which is an American company if you couldn't tell by the name. They are 3 inches by 3 inches and the ones with removable bottoms. Even though the bottom is removable and the cake batter is pretty loose, they never leak, or at least not more than a drop or two. It's never been a problem for me. I filled the molds on the first tray, popped them into the oven, and filled the other 3 trays while the first baked. I can bake 12 on a tray, and each bake takes about 25 minutes, so this whole cake project start to finish usually takes me around 2.5 to 3 hours. Once all the molds were filled, I made a coffee flavored dark chocolate ganache. I like to use espresso powder because it doesn't add any liquid to the cream, so it doesn't throw off my ratios. The cakes were shuffled in and out of the oven, and I poured half the ganache over each tray of brownies. The ganache was quite thick, so I had to smooth it out with an offset. I sprinkled shredded coconut over the ganache and then packed the brownies up and put them in the fridge to set overnight. Next, I chopped salted almonds for the mazarin filling. Mazarines are like little almond tarts, and the filling is similar to frangipane. I normally make them with plain almond flour, but the salted almonds add a little bit of that something. I also mixed in some dark rum at the end. I packed that away for tomorrow, kept baking cakes, and moved on to the Swiss meringue buttercream. This week, the SMBC is vanilla, and I used some vanilla paste that I had picked up the last time I was in the States. The buttercream popped together so quickly and easily this week. I rarely have trouble with it. Once you get the technique down, it actually is a really easy frosting to make. I packed it all away and put it in the fridge. All the cakes were baked and it was time to flip them out. I ran my offset around the edge of each of them and then just turned them over, and the cakes fell right out. I scraped the bottoms off and then wrapped the trays tightly in plastic and put them on the speed rack. Usually by this time I'm done for the day, but I was moving kind of slowly today while baking the cakes, so I still had to line the mazarine shells. I arranged all the molds and sprayed them with spray fat. Then I took out one piece of tart dough at a time and rolled it out. I tend to be pretty liberal with the flour so nothing sticks. I punched out large rounds of dough and then folded each one into a little mold and pressed it in. Once all of the dough rounds were used and the shells lined, I scraped away the excess. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. It's just difficult enough. You have to concentrate, but not so much that it's stressful. It's just really repetitive and like meditative and flowy. I don't know. I love it. I put all the molds on a tray so they could chill in the fridge overnight. And that was it for today. See you tomorrow. Hej då!